Gonna be trying something a little bit different. This is more so for myself, but wow, I'm pretty nervous doing this now. I was like thinking so much about it, trying to figure out what to say, what's the perfect thing to say. But essentially, just join me. I'm gonna wash my car, clean the inside, give it a quick blowout, and just throughout the process, talk about my experiences lately, how much my life has changed, the positives, the bad, and just kind of share that. Let's get started. Oh, actually, let me take you guys around with me to show you the current state. So, this is a 2025 Hyundai Santa Fe, gray, whatever. Just a little bit dirty, not too bad. This side is generally the worst because of my daughter. You can see a whole bunch of stuff there. Gotta spot clean this. Just blow out her stuff, clean up her toy, and bring some stuff inside. But really not too bad. Driver's side isn't too bad for a couple of weeks, but I mean it's pretty clean. Outside is pretty dirty. It has been raining a ton here in Florida, so I also got to put on my mud flaps to hopefully prevent that. But let's go over to the other side, passenger side. Pretty much the same thing on the outside, as you can see. Let's see, yeah, much cleaner over here. There's all her toys and stuff. But I mean, overall, pretty clean. I mean, this is a brand new car with 5,000 miles, so it's going to be really easy to maintain if you start now, or if you do it now. Oh, hey, pack of wipes. Did not know that. This is kind of the worst spot right here. Don't know what spilled there, but gotta clean that up. Cup holders, gotta clean that up. Touch points, just give it a quick little wipe. Same thing with the screen. Fingerprints, not too bad. Some sunscreen here, something, lotion. Gotta get that off. But overall, it's been, I think it's been 2 or 3 weeks since I last watched this. And it's really not in bad shape. So, this car is not coated at all. It just has a sealant on whatever the dealership applied. I have not. The only thing I've applied is Amplify. Or no, it is a Kosh Chemie S003, I believe. Touchless sealant from Kosh Chemie S003. And okay, yeah, let me open up these 2 doors and let's set you guys up and start cleaning. I'll probably skip the initial cleaning part where I just organize stuff and take stuff out. Whatever's trash is trash and just throw that away. So I will be right back. As bad as this one. And whatever is big that won't pop up and blow out. And not that big of a deal. The other side, and it may seem silly that I'm wearing hearing protection, but I'd rather have my hearing at a later stage in life than not have it. So, they're things like away out of the car to make more sense. But this is much better than Usually do 2 passes, so I just do my first pass, dirtiest to cleanest, or cleanest to dirtiest, or at least try to, which is why I went on that side and came over. But the passenger side is not connected, so it's a little bit different. No. It is a hot one today. Oh my goodness. Alright, at this point, I'm going to just take this. Much better. You didn't see, but hey. No. All right. Do another quick little. Come back to the front real quick. Clean up any mess that we made up here. Going from under them. Then we can come back and just clean up whatever is left over. No biggie. Oh. So I would rather do this. I do have to get in here and get a couple of things are not cooperating. Just a couple of crumbs. There we go. Alrighty. It's crazy. It's not open wider. Much better. This kind of clean the surface. You don't have to pull it. There we go. Just a quick little wipe to get all the crap off of it. Not crap. All the scuffs and stuff. It's just making it less noise and all there. It's maintenance. It's this car is not going to be perfect. If you take some time to make an effort and maintain it, it'll stay nicer for longer. But I am doing an experiment with this car. So now I can put the stroller back, call that a day for back here. Close. To give a quick little wipe on all surfaces. I mean, of course, here I'm going to be spot cleaning mostly. So, for example, the seat, well, both seats, driver and down here, should just clean up really easily because I'll get back here too. Looks like something was spilled back there. Right here. There we go. Should clean up easily. Hasn't been on there that long. So, the leather also is coated. Something I do want to try for this car. And just see how that goes. So just doing some spot cleaning. Get in here, cup holders. And here, armrest. There. And then down here, since I don't want to take this out, I'm just gonna try to spot clean it. If it doesn't clean up well, then I'll take it out and clean it. But might as well try. That did not clean up well. Oh well. No biggie. Let me get a brush. 'Cause that's been bothering me for a little while. Alright, let's try this work stuff brush. Spray some right there. Just work it in. Of course, you can't see what I'm doing, which I suck at. But that's better. Just a quick little wipey wipe. Nothing too wild. This is really stuck on there. There we go. That's acceptable until the next deep clean. This is just a maintenance clean. So I'm pretty happy with that. Let's also clean up her touch points, cup holders. Cup holders, and then let's hit this back piece. Because she does kick it a lot. There's some up here that I missed. There we go. That is much better. Remember, just maintenance. Don't go overboard. I just need to put everything back where it goes. I got a little stain right there. There we go, a little bodily grease or whatever. Just a quick little wipe. But yeah, having I don't know, I don't really have a structured cleaning schedule. It's just whenever I have the time. And I mean, today is just one of those days, but I'm also recording or trying to record, so just trying not to go too deep and overwhelm myself. Just trying to do a quick little wipe down of all surfaces and Just making sure everything feels nice. Everything feels clean. Not too much dirt is accumulating. Just making sure that, or getting all the dust off. Quick little seat wipe down. Nothing too crazy. There you go. And generally, I do most of this with one towel. It's really not going to make that big of a difference for these surfaces, for all your plastics and stuff. But once you do go to glass or infotainment, you do want a fresh one, a freshie. Let me put you to the other side. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and clean up this area, the wireless charger. There we go. That looks cleaner. Feels nicer. I'm sweating like crazy. It's so hot. That's okay. This is my least enjoyable part. I hate doing interiors. Still gotta do them because, I mean, you spend most of your time in here, but I'd much rather just wash cars. Oh yeah, that's much better. But there is something satisfying about, you know, cleaning your interiors. All right, that's good. Put that back. There we go. There's barely anything over here. I think this side was only used once on a Disney trip, I think, with a daughter's friend. There is a little red spot right there. It is coming out though, which is nice. That's why we do this, because you don't want to just let this sit for a long time. And there we go. A quick little wipe down over here, and then the seat back. I'm just doing maintenance. I'm not going crazy. I mean, I kind of am going crazy. Most people would just wouldn't even do this, but it makes me feel good. It makes me enjoy the car more. Quick little just touch up here for the floor mats. Nothing too crazy. There we go. Whoops. Sorry, guys. And then door card. I sprayed enough on this towel, so should be pretty good. All right, try to sneak in here. Got a little spot there. I'll kind of pre-treat down there too. Looks like it's gone. There's a little something here. Looks like, not sure what that is. That's good. What is that? There we go. That's much better. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, gotta hit this spot down here. That's pretty nasty. And I'm not removing the cup holder inserts or anything like that. This car is not in that bad of shape. I mean, it only has 5,000 miles. So the key here is just to maintain it and try not to go too long for your maintenance. If you do, then you'll just have to do a reset, which is basically just a deep clean. And then you can end up in this same scenario. But it's just making the time to dedicate to that is kind of the hard part. Just a quick wipe of all the touch points. And I know some of you might say, you should be using a different towel. Really doesn't matter. To be honest with you, like, there's no poop on the floor mat. So, it's okay. Alrighty. Let's do a quick little wipe of the dash. So for this, I do like to fold the towel in 4. Dash here, super small, which I really appreciate. Really easy to clean. Can almost reach to the other side without having to stretch too much. And then I'll come back and touch up all the piano black, gloss black. All right, so we have a fresh towel. Fresh towel here. Just a couple of spritz. And just, wipe it in, go to town. This is the same interior detailer, or the interior cleaner that I'm using on basically all the surfaces, at least inside. This is a PNS Express. And there we go. Should not cause any issues to any screens. It's a pretty mild cleaner. And it's pretty safe, and that feels way better. Wow, that feels really nice. Just come in here, make sure we got all of our touch points nice and clean. Just a reset to like if the car was new. Stuff doesn't feel slimy, grimy. Just a spot there. There we go. Just feels clean, it feels good, it feels nice. It's really what I'm going after. I'm not going after perfection, because to achieve perfection you need time. And at the moment, I need to use my time more constructively. So, which means I just need to allow myself to start a project and be able to stop it without obsessing over it and making sure that everything's perfect, or not starting a project because I want everything to be perfect. We are done with our maintenance interior clean, except for the driver's side floor mat. Her little toy, umbrellas. Floor mats right here. I just pressure wash the driver's side mainly. Let's see, got her little pandy paws. Cool. Oh, I missed the spot right there. Right there, I missed the spot. Whoops. Let me go touch that up. My shoe or something. There we go. Putting your door jambs. Let me give you a quick walkthrough of my setup. So I have an AR630. The outlet's right here. So this is actually a 30 amp outlet. A Cox hosiery with a 50-foot Cobra Jet hose. Water plumbed already. Yeah, I'm just gonna let that fall. Water plumbed from the outside spigot. So I brought I still have the outside spigot, but I just teed into it and then brought it out of the wall. So then I have my bucket filler. I have my DI solution, which was on, and then it's all plumbed up. So I can just take this, walk it out as far as I want. And then I can take my OG spec gun, turn on the water, and boom, ready. Of course I have to turn on the pressure. What? There we go. that's ready. So I generally always start with wheels. So, okay, let's work on our wheels. So I'm fancy and lazy, so, or not fancy, but I just like to enjoy the process. Oh, let me put on some gloves. Something else that I really am trying to do is trying to be more cautious about the chemicals I'm exposing myself to. I just have regular blue medical gloves. So, got my little setup here. So I did drive this car recently, like an hour ago now, but I'm just gonna give her a pre-rinse. Got trash pickup. Let's start with tire. Can actually hear myself think now. Tires are not in too bad of shape. It's really the wheels that need some help. This is the more relaxing part for me. I don't like I said, I don't like interiors, so I'll still do them. Most of the time, I do double, so I do dedicated tire cleaner first, and then I do brake buster. Well, brake buster, iron remover. Also spray up in the wheel wells. And then I hit the tires again. But something I'm excited for with this whole journey. So let me take a step back. So last year, I hit rock bottom mentally and emotionally. I was going through something I didn't know that I was going through. My entire life growing up, we've never really talked about our feelings, and I mean, I was depressed. I was very depressed, and I did not know it. And well, I really started my depression in like 2020 during COVID. Now looking back, I mean, it's pretty evident, but at that time, oh, I forgot. But now looking back at that time, I was in a pretty dark place, and I'm surprised that I am that I'm here. But now, a little bit over a year ago now. Well, yeah, almost. Like a year and a month. I started therapy. Then about 3 months ago, I started antidepressant medications. So I'm on fluoxetine, 40 milligrams of fluoxetine, and 150 milligrams of bupropion, I believe it's what it's called. And it's pretty life-changing. The steps that I took with therapy really helped with the antidepressant medications. I don't think I would have figured out as much as I have without doing therapy first. But anyways, back in 2020, that was a really dark time. Let me rinse off this wheel and go to the next. Don't have any white coat left? Nope. Just gotta throw that away. All right, let's go to the next one. I'll move you guys in a second. So, 2020, I really started feeling my depression. I feel like I've had depression my whole life, but whole 2020 situation really spiraled out of control, and I just, I don't know. I just thought that there was no end in sight, and I just started needlessly spending and just doing things that I thought would make me happy, but in reality didn't. It just it made me feel worse at the end of the day, and I mean that turned into about $80,000 in credit card debt, just in stuff that I was buying and food, and because food is it's definitely something that I use as a crutch. I've been working on that. It's been about 2 weeks that I've started to really eat less and do yoga and really try to better myself so that I can be here while my daughter is older and hopefully our next child. But yeah, I really just dug myself into a really deep hole that I didn't know I dug myself into until last year, where I hid all of my debt from my wife, and I just had to come clean. And I mean, it was either come clean or divorce. And of course, I don't want to get divorced, you know. So I came clean, and then I started down the path of recovery. So I started going to therapy. That is insanely helpful. I'm still doing therapy, and I don't know, like it's just been life changing. The way that I feel now is incredible compared to how I felt in the past, and I just really want to share that message. Like, it's I don't think it's ever too late to change. It's just if you want to change. Is really the thing. So if you want to change, you can do it. But if you don't really want to change, you're just going to be living that life. And that's fine. I mean, some people are just like that. But the life that I was living and the way that I felt, the secrets that I was keeping, it just made my life worse. And that's kind of why I want to just share this and share my experiences and share what I'm going through. Well, I mean, detailing is a passion, so I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like it's a way to connect with people that I see as like-minded individuals that care about the same things that I do. And of course, to hopefully make connections with clients that I can detail and make extra money and pay off that debt faster. And of course, like, I mean, this is a passion project. So and I've been thinking about my life a lot and what I'm currently doing. I mean, I have a corporate job, which I mean, I don't mind. I really like. People are great. Sometimes the work is a bit too much, but I mean, we get through it. But I don't know. I just don't think that would be like a cool story. Like I get like having your career and working through all of that, but I want my story to be meaningful to me. I want my story to be centered around cars. I want to help make. I want to help people that might not have the time to do this and build trust just by showing my process and just talking and just being real, like I feel like that's something that's really missing. There is some great people in the detailing community, but I mean not but. I'll say that again. I'll do this side first. What was I saying? There's also another problem of mine. But what I was really trying to say is that I just want to put myself out there and see what comes of it. My hope is that I get new friends, or not new friends, but more friends that are focused on the same thing, building, like kind of what they want their life to be, what they want their story to be. And of course, hopefully one day I can get out of the corporate job and just do my own thing. Because I want the flexibility. I want the flexibility to be around my children more. All right. Big delay there. Had a conversation with my wife. Alrighty, let's move to this side. Sun's now catching up with us. But that's okay. Not that big of a deal. But I totally lost my train of thought. I don't remember what I said last, so I'll just restart with just what I'm thinking now. But I'm just hoping, or like my goal is just to live an authentic life and just feel good about myself and what I'm doing, the quality of work I can provide, and hopefully build new friendships with people who have similar interests as me and with similar passions. And I do think in the detailing community there is a bunch of people that do have a similar view as me. I'm definitely much more of a gourmet steak dinner, like Ruth's Chris steakhouse type level of quality, but like not an Olive Garden price, but just like one lesser tier than or one lesser tier than well, I'm practicing. But the quality of service that I'm trying to provide, like I, oh my goodness. Never mind. I'm going to go off of this topic and just go to the next one. That's in my head. It just popped up. But I just want the ability to control my own narrative, is essentially what I'm saying. Like, I want to be able to work on cool cars and just take my time and really enjoy the process, because that's what I really enjoy about this, is the process. And of course, the result. The result is amazing. And I love the result, especially when people care. And when I say people care, I mean like the customer or client that I'm correcting and coating their paint, their windows, their glass, all surfaces, wheels. Like I love it when they appreciate it too. And of course, I just love washing coated cars. I mean, who doesn't? So why not try to build something around that? Which is kind of ironic I'm saying that, because this car is not going to be coated until I get out of debt. That's just my own personal goal. Is this car? I've really enjoyed this car. I feel like this car is like the next step forward in our life, which is kind of silly to think about. But this car represents something to me, well, to us, of we've been through so many hard times. I mean, a lot of it caused by me, but we've just been through, me and my wife, when I say we, have been through so many hard times and issues and everything. And I just feel like that baggage was associated with the other car. It was a Honda Odyssey. And then that car had a bunch of problems. So we spent, over the course of, I believe it was like 2 years of ownership, I think we spent close to $10,000 on it, just in maintenance items and like lower control arms, brakes, the Honda sensing system. Really need a new mitt. You know, the Honda sensing, like the collision mitigation system, that failed on that, and that, I think that alone was like $2,500. Axles, axles is another thing, apparently. All right, let's move on to the last wheel. We spent about $10,000, and then we were still upside down. I think $7,000 on that car. So we carried that negative equity into this car. But with this car, we got the, whatever they offered, the top tier extended warranty. So it's like 84 months, 120,000 miles. And we do drive quite a bit, because this is the family hauler. So this is the car that we always take as a family. Then we also have a Honda Fit that we're thinking about selling. That car is coated, and that's nice to wash, even though the coating is like 5 years old. But it is still enjoyable. For this one's turning brown. So let's use something a little bit more aggressive, just short hair. But yeah, I really do think that this car marks like a new chapter in our life, where I'm in therapy, I'm doing antidepressant medications, and I've responded super well to those. I mean, I'm here talking to you right now, mainly because of those, I think. Well, it was that and therapy. And I forgot. I think I just wanted to. But therapy, medication. I'm still figuring it out. I'm in the very early steps. I feel like I started therapy a year ago, like I said, and then medication a few months ago. So I feel like I'm still like in the early steps. I know that this high will kind of come down, and the medication will need to be adjusted, and I'm okay with that. Because how I feel now is way better than how I felt back then. And I actually feel like I can be myself. Like I'm not trying to please anyone except myself, if that makes sense. Which was a big issue, which really started. It really started with how I grew up and trying to appease my dad and try to make him happy. But now I've realized like my happiness is what's most important. I need to be happy so I can be happy for my family. And I don't know, just like that realization and trying to make a better effort for my health and doing yoga. It's kind of like my first step into that journey. And I've really been enjoying the mindfulness of yoga and just like that break and that stretch because I feel like I'm just so rigid, and being able to take some of that pressure off. Being able to take some of that pressure off just feels great. Like it's I'm actually going to back the car up a little bit. It feels nice in here. Oof. Love it. Whoops, looks like I stopped recording, but so now we can see the sun's not on the car anymore. Got a lot more room. So the butt's in the garage. Doesn't really matter. I have Swiss tracks and the garage is sloped out, so the water will run out. Don't mind the mess. This is just the current state of my garage, or it's been this state for a while now. I haven't invested the time to clean this up. I've been working on, my own life, my health, my mental health, and figuring that out. So now I feel really good now. I'm recording this obviously, and I don't know, I'm making an effort. So I feel like I'm getting to a point where I just I just feel really good, and I really want to give this a shot and really give it the hardest shot that I've ever given it. Because I've tried before and it's just never felt right. But for some reason this time it just feels right. Well, not for some reason. Like I feel like I'm actually figuring myself out and getting to know myself. And that feels pretty good. So let's give this thing a rinse. The front end was sitting in the sun, which isn't really too big of an issue, but just try to get off as much as I can before doing my pre-wash. So this car does have a sealant from the dealership. Dealership only hand washes cars, which is pretty nice. They have like 3 or 4 guys dedicated to just washing cars. They do a decent job. Not a lot of marring or scratches or anything on the paint, which I'm pleasantly surprised for. I really do like this color. Oh yeah, that bumper is almost dead. That'll probably be done so after touchless. Okay. So this car is going to be like my test mule since it gets driven the most. So kind of figure out what I like or what I like, what I look for in a sealant. What I look for in a sealant so I can offer it as a lower cost package rather than a true ceramic coating. Just to kind of fill that gap I feel like I have. All right, pre-rinse done. Let's get the foam cannons ready. Let me bring you in, move you. So, kind of excited for this car to not be coated, which is kind of funny because I would definitely prefer it to be coated. But as I said before, the goal is to get out of debt and then I'll coat the car as a reward because I feel, oh yeah, that's where, oh my goodness, sorry, ADHD, or at least I feel like I have some sort of ADHD. So I haven't figured that out yet. And that's okay. Over time, I'll figure it out. I've been working on myself a lot, so I'm definitely a rewards type person. I'm motivated by rewards. So I definitely do enjoy the challenge of achieving that reward, especially when it's something that I care about. So like the wash experience is something that I deeply care about, and I want it to be nice and easy. Of course, there's a lot of prep that goes into achieving that, but that process I just absolutely adore. And I really like doing it for other people and myself, of course. Of course, if I can, make some money, that's also nice. But so this is a Bill Hamber touchless. This is about 1% panel impact ratio PIR. The car is not super dirty, but it is dirty. And let's just go around the car, paint it. But I really like this car, surprisingly. I mean, much better than a minivan. Much better than a minivan. But it feels good. It feels good. It feels more like me. A little bit quirky, a little bit plain, but still a great car. Hose reel would be so nice for this, for the freaking air compressor. But I love that air compressor. It's so good. All right, let's get our wash bucket ready. Done with this. Little Dunkaroo. Let's get our soap ready. So this is just mainly for lubrication. Doesn't really clean. It's just for our mechanical wash, since we're going to be touching the car with a wash mitt. So we want ample lubrication. Plus, sometimes it contains a surfactant to pick up stuff, but I got my wash mitt. Do I have the Credit Pad? Oh yeah. Credit Pad XL. I love this thing. Oh, I love this one. Funny enough, this is not GSF. This is a PNS Pearl. I bought a gallon of it to try it out, and I'm 3/4 of the way through it. It's not my favorite. It's a bit runny, but it still works. Still works, just not as good. My favorite is, of course, GSF, and I really like Adam's car shampoo, the blue one. That's the original one that I started getting whenever I first started detailing. And I love it. Love the smell. Love how it feels on your hands. Love the lubricity. Alrighty. So we can fill up our bucket while we do, or after we do the second foam. Let's do our rinse off now after it's dwelled a little bit. Make sure I'm still recording. Yep. Yep, flat as a pancake. I knew that was gonna happen. So this, whatever spray sealant they used, survived about 2 washes with touchless. Okay. Gotta make sure the audio is still good. Still something left, a little bit. But nothing like a true coating. But I'm excited to try some stuff out. I really want to try Lotus Coat from embark. And something else I've been thinking about is how I'm just going to post all this. Like, I do want to post it all. Well, I want to post these kinds of videos to my personal channel because it's mainly about me talking. I'm just washing a car as extra. And then on the detailing side, I can do like that Lotus Coat idea that I have, stacking it with Amplify and see how that holds up against touchless. Because I don't want touchless to go anywhere. I love touchless. I feel like it's such a good value for the amount of work that it does that it's worth it. But the thing that sucks is that it'll just strip whatever you got off. I mean, this is pretty good, but down near the doors, it's pretty dunzo. So now second foam. And I also don't have a really good idea of how to frame these shots. So that's something I also need to work on so that I can just showcase everything that I'm doing. Because right now I'm just only showcasing one side. Alrighty, now it's time for the mechanical wash. So let's go ahead and do that. But that's just like another thing that I gotta think about and figure out. or at least for this project or this just what I'm doing now, and see how I can frame these shots better. This helps me figure out what I'm feeling and talk through my emotions that are in my head just verbally out loud, and I feel like that's more effective for me rather than just doing it all in my head. This is therapeutic. I like it. If alrighty. So now the fun part, touching paint. Oh, feels good to wash this car. Just wish it was coated, but it will be coated in like 3-4 years, depending on how this whole YouTube thing does and my business hydrology detailing does. I'm really hoping that I can use the business, or well, my hopes and aspirations are that I still got to figure it out. I got to see what works for me and the audience that I'm trying to build, because I want to find like-minded people that are not scared to talk about their feelings, or if they are scared, that, you know, it's okay to be scared and talk about your feelings, because I hid my feelings from the most important people in my life until now. And just letting it out, talking about it, and just getting support is it's life-changing. And it's definitely made my life better. And I want to share that message with as many people as I can. It's just, this is my thing, or not my thing, but this is just what I enjoy doing, is washing a car. So if I can somehow, or if I can combine the two, talk about it, get some people intrigued, educate potential clients on. Plus, I like to take my time, so I'm not in a rush. I'm working at my own pace. I'm not trying to match anyone. I'm just trying to do what feels right to me. And that's really the biggest thing, because I always compared myself to so many people, including my father, who kind of like instilled that in me, like I needed to be better than him. And it just never felt like anything that I was doing was ever good enough for him. So, but I've kind of worked through that trauma, that childhood trauma, and I'm here now. So I should really move the buckets, but a little walk is nice. This is also like a little workout. I'm sweating a lot, and it's feels good to be more active. I live a pretty sedentary life. I work from home 40 hours a week. I spend most of my time on the computer because I do. I like that shot. That shot's good because I do software engineering. Basically, is my full-time gig. I don't think this will replace my full-time gig or my full-time job. Maybe it will. I don't think so, but it's a shot that it's just something I'm willing to try, and I'm pretty excited about it. I mean, I feel good about it. I feel like I will be able to connect with people and build some really meaningful relationships with folks, and I think that's the part that I'm looking forward to the most, is just expanding the amount of people I know, because I only have a very small friend group of like 4 people, and one of them likes to wash their car, but the rest of them, you know, they have their own thing, but and that's fine. That's what they want to do. I completely understand. I mean, I like to wash my car, and they like to go fishing and stuff. I like to go fishing. I just don't know anything about fishing. I feel like I need a tour guide to go fishing. I even have a fishing pole, but I'm pretty sure I just wasted all my line doing it, or trying to put the line back on the reel. I didn't do it correctly, 100%. With this soap, since it's pH neutral, don't gotta worry about it. If it dries off, it'll reactivate with water. But I don't know. This is like really what I want to do. I just want to work at my own pace. I want to just have some sort of responsibility over my own life versus working a 9 to 5. I mean, I don't think that will ever go away because I make a pretty good amount of money at that job, and I do a pretty good job, and I get quite a bit of praise and pretty good ratings every year. So, but I mean, of course, this is there's multiple things about this. If I can make some extra money to pay off debt faster, that'll be much better for my family, because then we can go, we can save for a bigger house or the car that I want. My ultimate goals. Like currently my ultimate goals is a house with a 3-car garage, a F-150 Raptor 2nd gen, or a Ranger Raptor. That would be much more affordable, but a little bit smaller. But a Raptor, this car, and an RS3, an 8V. So not the newest gen, but the last gen RS3. Audi RS3. That's kind of my goals at the moment. And of course, taking more vacations and going on trips. And I mean, I'm wearing a Disney shirt from Lookout Key, and I just love cruises. Family loves Disney, and I want to be able to just make their dreams come true. Make my dreams come true. Make my dreams come true. Because if I'm living a happy and fulfilled life, then my family is also going to be living a happy and fulfilled life. At least I hope so. Because my goals, or my aspirations, are to really make sure that this generational trauma that I've gone through, not generational, I forgot the word for it. Like a generational curse. I don't know. I forget the word for it, or the phrase. I just want to make sure that my daughter does not go through the same things that I went through. I want her to understand her feelings. I want her to express them. I want her to just be a better person. Be a better person than I am, or I was growing up. And it's also another really big goal. But yeah, on the materialistic side, 3-car garage, Raptor, Ranger, or F-150. This car and an 8V RS3. That would be pretty freaking sweet. That would be really sweet. But with due time, I've made my mistakes. I now need to rectify those. And hopefully I will get there someday. If not, then it's okay. At least I have my family. At least I have this house. At least I have this garage. At least I have this car. Like I'm not living on the street. Kind of a drastic one, but I don't think if I was to be fired, I'm pretty sure I could find some sort of detailing job that I could make a pretty similar amount of money. Of course, it would be a lot more physical labor, and I wouldn't be able to work at the pace that I want to work. Well, I mean, I don't work at the pace I want to work at my corp job, but hey, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. For now, let's just enjoy the process. Taking care of our car, making ourselves feel good for taking care of our cars, and just have a sense of satisfaction every time we get into it that I cleaned it. Or, you know, if you want to hire me, you can. But just always having that clean feeling associated. So I'm going to be lazy for the roof. Just use my mitt on a stick. So way I'm going to get a ladder out. Hate the ladder. Or the stepping stool. I would much rather just do this. No, it's not as thorough, but this makes me happier. But I will say, look, if you're sad, depressed, anxious, get some help if you don't have help already. But if you are feeling that way, try to identify it. Listen to self-help podcasts. I personally listen to a lot of Peter Attia. That's more on the health side rather than like emotional side, but they do have some really good topics sometimes. Like they have an anxiety. I think he just released it today, which is today's Thursday, the 28th of August. Pretty sure he just released that today, and I started it. I just haven't finished it, and it sounds pretty interesting. But definitely just try to, a 1% change is something that my therapist always tells me is a 1% change is a better than no percent change. And of course, if you do 100 days of 1% change, you're not going to achieve 100%. It's not linear like that. And when we're talking about emotions and this kind of stuff. But still, 1% is better than no percent. Even if it's just taking a picture of your car and posting it, that's still better than nothing. Or sending that message to a loved one if you feel like disconnected from them. You know, something is better than nothing. And it's really what I'm just trying to do. Just trying to put in some effort and see where it takes me. On the business side, I have just a couple of really good clients. They're like my first real clients, and they're really happy with what I deliver. And you know, I'm happy with them too. So here, let's just move here. So I'm going to do. Well, let's So let's go ahead and rinse the car off. Bring me back over here. Should we go over here? Let's try a different angle. Right here? Yeah, let's try that. I'll put this back. I'm getting ahead of myself. This doesn't matter right now. Cool. That's good enough. So now we can come in with our drying aid and finish it off. Looks like I'm using a couple small ones. I'm almost out of Amplify. Armor Detail Supply Amplify. So good. Such a good product. Alright. So what I really like about it is that you can just spray it on. Also spray your towel a little bit. And then you can just wipe it. No streaks. It just flashes off. So good. And I love that. OG drying aid doesn't flash off. You need, or sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. With a higher humidity, I mean, like Florida, it doesn't do as good of a job as Amplify does. With Amplify, or with OG drying aid, you definitely need 2 towels. But with Amplify, 1 towel is sufficient. I just brought 2 out because I don't have any big detailing or big drying towels that I can use. Man, this looks so good, so slick. I love it. It's not even coated. And I know I'll have to redo it next wash. That's okay. Because this is giving me a goal that I can work towards and hopefully achieve. I mean, I should be able to achieve it. But yeah. So I'm just gonna finish up here. Just go around the car, my own pace, not rushing, just enjoying it. That's really the thing that I love the most, is I just get to touch every part of my car or your car and just enjoy it, and just be in the presence, be in the moment. I feel like I'm a yoga instructor at the moment, but it's true. That mindfulness really makes a big difference in the quality of life that you can live. That's really what I'm trying to figure out, is just how can I live a better life, and how can I share that with people who might need to hear it, or hear what I've been through, might be in a similar position, and what I've done to get out of it. Now, of course, I mean, it's how I feel, not how you feel. But still, you can take something that I've tried, especially if we have similar interests or think a similar way, which I haven't really found many people that think like me. I'm pretty all over the place sometimes. But it'd be cool to find some other people like that and share the struggle, what's worked, what hasn't worked, why, and really kind of like dig deep. I mean, that's later on in this whole journey, but still, it's just like an overall goal that I have for this. And of course, to drive detailing business, and hopefully achieve my overall big goals of the 3-car garage. House doesn't need to be bigger. 2,000 square feet is more than enough. We already have trouble keeping it clean. But having the luxury of having someone every week come clean your house would be super nice, and having, the expendable income to do that. After paying off debt, of course. But it's really something, trying to fix my mistakes and learn from them and really become a better person. And, just live a more fulfilling life. Because right now, it feels pretty good. But before, it was a struggle. I felt like I didn't have any meaning. But now I feel like I do have meaning, and I can provide something, and I can be useful in this world. And that is it's reassuring. And I don't know. We'll see where it goes. We will see where it goes. I don't have high hopes, but I am going to try. That's been my biggest struggle for my whole life, is trying. And I'm just happy I'm doing it. I'm proud of myself. And I really just can't complain. I'll hopefully be able to live the life I want to live. True to myself. Honest. And passion focused on what I like to do. So hopefully I achieve that. But if I don't, it's worth the shot. Worth the shot, worth the ride. But we will see where it goes. I am not trying to overhype anything. I still gotta edit this. I'm not good at editing. I gotta practice there more. That's a real big pain point of mine, is editing and figuring out the cadence that I want the video to be in. And I don't plan things, because if I plan things, then I overthink everything and then I never do it, which is why I just like speaking from my mind and my heart rather than trying to plan a script. Ooh, nice. Got those water spots out. Oh, holy. Wow, that's pretty deep. That's not gonna go out. That sucks. But oh well. That's why I don't like to plan my videos or anything. Just go off the top of the dome, but that also has its downsides, because I lose track of what I'm thinking and I get another thought, and then I go down that road and try to figure out that thought and try to share that with you in some way that I can. I'm just now learning how to share my feelings, so this is a learning process for me too, on how I can effectively share what I'm feeling, and just share my emotions. So this is kind of like a practicing tool for myself to figure out how I talk and how I express my emotions, and how I can just get better. Because I have to watch these videos back and edit them, so I know I'll be really cringy sometimes, and I've already been cringy. But it is what it is. I'm learning. This is not something that I do day to day. At least the whole, my goodness, over here too. The whole video thing. I have detailed quite a few cars. And I have helped people with their cars, and helped other detailers. So I'm very comfortable with detailing. It's just the speaking part that I need to figure out how I can be most effective, really get my point across, and just really flush out my thoughts in a way that I feel is manageable. But I'm definitely going to reward myself for this. That's something from Peter Attia's podcast, is always have, or whenever you're starting something new, always have a reward, an extrinsic reward, because it's more likely to motivate you to do it again. So like, for example, whenever I do yoga, I usually have, that's just like glue. Whenever I do yoga, I usually have like a Gatorade afterwards. and I only reserve Gatorade for those times. But for this, since it's a lot more labor intensive, I think I'm going to do like a burger or something with a lot of protein and not too many calories, so I can still stay in my calorie deficit that I've been on. I've been doing really good for a week that I've been tracking it. I have started about 2 weeks ago. I've been doing pretty good. I'm pretty proud of myself for doing that and sticking to it. I also need to figure out a gym, because that's another step that I'd like to take, is actually going to the gym and working out, because I am losing weight, but I also want to build muscle, because I want to be bigger. I want to be not like super jacked, but I just want to be more fit. Let me move you. Oh man, this car cleans up so nice. It's gonna look so good with the coating. Like, look at that. Oof. It's so pretty. Love this color. So glad we went with it. Look at that. See, it's really not that bad. Like, some more clarity can be pulled out, but it's really not that bad for a dealership car wash. And 43 minutes. Holy crap. Man, look at that reflection. Looks so good. I love it. It looks terrible now, but because of autofocus, not autofocus, but ISO. It's also something else I got to figure out, is all the camera stuff, and see how I can improve it. Like, something I really want, since I have a 16 Pro Max, is I got to figure out an SSD solution that I can, like a small rig, I think it's called, the brand is small rig, like a small rig cage and a like SSD attached with a external battery. So I just don't have to worry about it, and then I'm not using up space on my phone, and it just to make it easier. That's really the thing with me as well, is I can do something once, but if I either don't enjoy it or the process isn't like, not that it's not easy, but I'm less likely to do it if it's really, really hard. And unless I have a reward, of course, because I'm very centered around rewards, essentially. So I need to figure that out, because then that will improve the. I still haven't experienced it yet. I haven't done any of my own editing yet, but I have dabbled a little bit, and the time that it takes to export these large videos to like iCloud or something, or from my phone to the computer, is just forever. I need to figure out a quicker solution, because that's a pain point, and if it's too much of a pain point, I'm not going to do it. So, or if it's too much of an inconvenience, I'm not going to do it. And that's the thing. Then also sometimes you just got to do it sometimes. Like today, just got to do it. Just got to do it, give it a shot, experience it, see what you can improve on, and go from there. Like, for example, I mean, for this whole process, I have a lot of things to improve on, but I'm not pressuring myself to improve every single thing right now, this second. I'm giving myself time. I'm just doing the process. Let me drink some water. I'm just slowly adding things to experience, see how it feels, see if I feel like I'm doing the right thing. And if I do feel that way, then I will continue it, and hopefully it grows into something. I know I've said that like 5 times, but it's just the same point that I just keep on coming back to. Good day, good day. I'm proud of myself for getting out here, doing this, being present in the moment, and just enjoying the time that I have to myself, reflecting, talking about what I've been through, what I plan on doing, what I want to do, and just really giving myself the opportunity to just be open and honest with people. And hopefully that leads to something. But yeah, I don't really know how I want to close this out. I feel like I've been all over the place today. And I know I will improve on that and I'll stay more on topic. I mean, this is my first time doing it, so I'm giving myself grace. I'm not going to overanalyze because I've already done that. And just try to think positively. There we go. And had a little water spots left over. Forgot to switch to DI water, but it's fine. No biggie. Very minimal spots. Then of course the roof. I don't like this one. I think this is a like OG 1.0 or something drying towel. Absolutely hate it. It's terrible. Sorry, but Kiln, whoops. Kiln, I think it's called, or even the Liquidator, Rag Company Liquidator, really good. What other towels do I have? I think that's really my favorite, is currently the Liquidator and the Kiln. Kiln. But for now, touchless sealant, ease of maintenance. I mean, it'll be easier to maintain, but let's end this out by doing another little walk around. Kind of just showing off the car and call it a day. So, here's the back. Windows actually see-through. You can see through it now. It doesn't have a whole bunch of stuff on it. A bunch of dirt and grime. It looks really good. Shiny as ever. You can actually see me in the reflection. Hello. Focus. There we go. Look at that. And that's not coated. I mean, it's just a touchless sealant with a topper. Wheels, I don't really care. I'll deal with that when I ever get around to coating it. Well, I guess I can. It's fine. Wheels, tires, I generally just leave those alone. At least for my own cars. But yeah, this car cleans up nice. I like it. I like it. Look at that. So nice. Really pretty. There we go. All right, let's look at the inside. So, still gotta do door jambs, but I'll do that off camera. Just to give myself some time to reflect on this whole thing. Yeah, here's what it looks like. I can scrub that, but I'll do that on a deep clean day. I just wanted a nice clean, or a nice reset for the week, or for this weekend, because we're going out of town. So just wanted it to feel better. So still got to do the door jambs, but it's really not big of a deal. Not that big of a deal. If you remember here, had stuff here, stuff up here, all nice and clean. Exterior's clean, interior's clean. Got pandy paws. The back doesn't really matter, but no, I'm not gonna open it. It's gonna drip. Nice and clean. And I mean, this took like what, 20 minutes? Really wasn't long at all. I just try to be efficient and focus on the things that I feel are important to me, which is the feel and touch of things and not absolute perfection cleanliness. I usually deal with that, well, with a maintenance wash. I usually deal with that later whenever I'm doing like a deep clean, or if I'm ceramic coating it, or ceramic coating your car, you know, I take some more care. But yeah, happy with that. Let's put you back on the tripod here, turn it around. Hopefully that's good. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I know it's not perfect, but if you've made it this far, thank you so much for your support. Just like thank you if you made it this far. I don't know many people who would sit through all of this, to be honest with you. But I think I'll find my right audience and find the clients that I'm looking for to provide just a very meaningful, I mean, like, it's just my passion to provide a service that they can trust and they can rely on. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Kind of out of words at the moment. Ready to clean up, get some food, and relax a little bit and start exporting this video. So, all right. Thank you guys. Take it easy.